Hello and welcome to Strictly F1. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Now let's get into this video. So it is official, Michael Masi is not fired and he will be returning as the racing director for 2022. Not only that, he will also be given more power as stated by the new FIA president, Mohammed Suleiman. Now, are we surprised by this? Personally, I am not. I've stated before in my previous video that Masi is just a puppet and the scapegoat in this entire situation, and had probably taken directive from higher power that if there is something that he can do that is possible to stop Hamilton from getting his 8th title, he should do it and go for it, which is what he did. But that's just my opinion. I just feel like there's several people in higher power who don't want Hamilton to get his 8th title out of respect for Michael Schumacher. Even though I'm not surprised, I am definitely disappointed by this decision, but I really shouldn't, because the FIA blamed the fans, the drivers and the team for the uproar of what happened at Abu Dhabi. They did not take any responsibility whatsoever for what happened. And Michael Masi hasn't even apologized, or even if he doesn't want to apologize, at least come out and speak about the situation and explain his reasoning for the decisions that he made in that race, which is so bizarre considering that this is one of the most controversial decisions in F1 history. But moving on to Masi having more power. So the FIA has allegedly decided to give Michael Masi more ruling power on decisions, meaning that Masi would be the one to take a decision instead of referring it to the stewards. So instead of the stewards sitting down and reviewing a certain incident, Masi could make a decision on the spot about the situation, and they want to do this because they want to avoid having to wait hours after a race for a race to change a result. Another thing they are not happy about and changing is the 5-second penalty. They feel this is not enough and it's easy for drivers to make up time and good position, and they reference Lewis Hamilton at Silverstone, how he was able to make up time after he was 35 seconds behind the leader, and how his penalty didn't really make much of a difference in terms of punishment for him. Therefore, they feel that a drive-through penalty or a pit stop penalty is more applicable and makes more sense in terms of having a harsh punishment instead of a 5-second punishment. Another change that has been confirmed is that there will no longer be radio communication between Masi and team principals. Masi will only be communicating with a selective personnel from each team and will strictly communicate with them and no one else, which I think this is one of the best changes ever made, because Masi is easily influenced by some team principals. It's so obvious. So I think that if he strictly speaks to team personnel, then it's better for everyone involved. Personally, I don't know how to feel about this decision of Masi coming back as a racing director for 2022. I feel like the decision does not help the image of the FIA. If anything, it makes me feel like there could be some corruption in the FIA, and at this point they are not bothered to hide it anymore. I feel like next year could be a really tough season, not only for Lewis but for Mercedes as a whole. They will definitely be under a microscope by the FIA. So if Mercedes and Lewis Hamilton have ambitions of getting the World Drivers' Champions next season, which I think they definitely do, they need to make sure that this is done and sealed before the final race. So maybe like by October, it needs to be closed up. He needs to be announced as the 8th World Drivers' Champion winner. Because if the FIA is able to stop anyone from getting that 8th title, they will. I think they definitely want Michael Schumacher to keep that 7th title record, which, by the way, I feel like they forget that it's actually shared with Lewis Hamilton. Two of them own that, not only one person, but I feel like they don't want anybody at all to pass that. Do tell me what you guys think below. What do you think about Michael Masi coming back? What do you think of the proposed changes for 2022? Let me know down below, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out a lot. I'll see you in the next video.